So my family's been here since 1975. We actually just celebrated 50 years this year. I farm here with my younger brother Ben and my dad. Of course, our families are here on the farm as support as well. We're located right off Highway 6 here in Tillamook, just east of town, just about 5 minutes away from the creamery, the Tillamook Creamery, which we've been members of. We were struggling to find employees to milk in our parlor. My dad and I were milking in the parlor for a few months, decided we needed to do something different, so we started investigating the robots, and after seeing other farmers be successful with them, we decided that it would be a good management choice for us to do that. I'm better at managing equipment than I am people. So a little history, I guess, too. We used to milk in our parlor. We milked in it for 30 years before we switched over to the robots. And there was a period where we milked them both during a transition, but that lasted about 6 months, and then we shut the parlor down, and it's been shut down since then. And then we went full automation. One of the benefits that it gave us was no one's here at the farm really until about 4 a.m. and then everybody's off farm about 5:30 or 6 p.m. It's just super quiet. Nothing's going on out here after that. So when a cow goes into the robot, it'll read its collar. The cow will get some grain when it's in there. The robot will come underneath of it and clean the udder twice. So it'll brush the udder, brush the teats. It'll scan the udder and attach to it. And once it's done with the milking, and right now we're averaging about 6 minutes and 54 seconds box time. So I think the maximum setting that we will let a cow milk is 5 times a day. And the minimum we want to see is, I think it's about 1.6 or 1.7 times a day. So every cow can get milked based on where she's at in her lactation. The robot will allow her to milk more times during her peak milk. And then as she gets down to the end of her milking or her lactation, she will get down to like the 1.6, 1.7 times a day. So it kind of allows more time for the cows who are producing more milk to be able to get milk. So they're actually only hooked up to the milking robot for about 12 minutes a day getting milked. Their alleys are continuously getting cleaned with the alley scrapers. We've got them on water beds with top dressing the shavings. We clean their beds twice a day, and then 3 times a week we'll come in and we'll put a new layer of bedding on there for them. And one of the comparisons I usually make is that we make their beds twice a day and we change their sheets 3 times a week, which is better than what most people do, I'd say. In the feed kitchen, we've got 2 grain tanks in there. One of them's a protein, vitamin, mineral mix, and the other one's a corn grain mix, and they both auger into the MFR that drove by out here. The Lely Vector system we've got here feeding our cows, it comes out and feeds the cows about 20 to 25 times a day, depending on what they need. We've also got corn silage and grass silage in there, all raised on farm. The way that works is the grabber that's in there will go and pick up a load of grass, or it'll pick up a load of corn and put it in the MFR. When it picks it up, it's got an approximate weight of how much is in the grabber, and then it'll put it into the MFR and finalize that weight off the load cells that are in the MFR. That system has freed up about 5 or 6 hours of man time for us per day, as well as using considerably less diesel. So we were running a feed wagon and tractor as well as a skidster through the barn, twice a day feeding the cows. Going to this system has made it so we only run a skidster for about an hour to an hour and a half a day. Our carbon footprint is lower. We use less diesel on the farm, being all electric, mostly electric. One of my goals is to be as much feed as I can raise on farm in this location. Going forward, I'd like to trying to figure out ways to increase my protein content that I can raise on farm, as well as energy and starch. So that's kind of the reason we chose to be corn as well as grass silage. Feeding cows is the most expensive part of dairy farming, so anytime I can try to reduce that cost, as well as providing higher quality and maybe produce some more milk, it's going to be a win.